Hi, host Eric here, and I'm here with host Nick and Taylor, and we are talking about hand-carved toothpicks. I was just explaining that I've got these popsicle sticks that I've taken to carving my own toothpicks, and that there are advantages to doing so. And so I think Taylor was a little skeptical, but I pointed out that you can carve a scimitar out of the wood here, and that can sometimes be a better shape for a toothpick. But it takes a little bit of attention to detail. This one should be fine in a second. It needs to be a little shorter up here. So right now I've got a little bit of a hook on the end of it, as you can see. If I put something dark behind it, it would be better. Dark behind it, like this.
I kind of feeling the need to floss now.
And like this one here.
You probably do too.
This one is super thin and sharp on the edges. And
Nick, that's super unattractive that you're doing right there.
I'm sorry.
And it's thinner than a regular toothpick. Now, if you look at a regular toothpick in contrast, I got one in here. Sure, it's got a nice pointy end, but it's round. You can see that it quickly gets up to the round part. This one has more of a long, slivery aspect to it. So there's many, many advantages to carving your own toothpicks is the point of this. And I have not yet demonstrated a really good one. This one's not really that good. And all it requires are popsicle sticks and a nice sharp knife. And I got one of these things to sharpen the knife with. Yeah.
What you did there is this it's not the same soul as what I did when I carved my false bottom or my stash book. You took something, it's alchemy. You made something valuable out of something that's trash.
That's true. These popsicle sticks, I didn't know quite what to do with them. They were there as coffee stirrers, but I always think coffee stirrers, that's fucking stupid. Who needs to stir their coffee?
I mean,
that's because I don't put sugar in it.
Coffee.
You don't what?
I don't stir things in my coffee.
No, it was me.
Right,
I just don't want you to see him and get the wrong impression.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
so it
think-
was.
I don't think you need to stir anything unless you put a lot of sugar, maybe. But I don't put sugar. I just put cream. So I don't stir. So I don't use these stirs as stirs. What I do, see, this is a good one. That's a good one. I don't know if you can see that. This one's super thin now. Yeah, there's a black thing behind it.
You have a grain theory or a principle of the grains.
No, not on this yet, but maybe I'll develop one now that you mention it. I mean, I guess I carve away from my hand. That's the grain theory. Carve away from your hand. Let's see.
So there is no grain principle depending on which end of the stick you're holding.
Yeah, I mean, it's one way or the other, depending on which end of the stick you're holding.
So it's sort of like alchemy and it's sort of like roulette.
Well, you don't go sideways. You don't go cross grain. You go with the grain or against the grain. Well, you can't go against the grain. You go with the grain or with the grain. Or does it go? Can you go against the grain? Yeah, you could. Okay, so you go with or against. You never go sideways.
Proof of concept round.
Look at that one.
Did you just
Carve
carve
against the
that?
grain.
I made it
You
out
just
of
have
green.
popcorn around?
No, it's actually I had to go actually use it.
What?
He didn't make
What?
that.
I didn't make it. Not near the value. I just had to floss after seeing this.
If you don't have
I
popsicle
got-
stick, you could use any regular piece
Where
of
did-
wood.
Where there's a problem, there's a solution.
Okay. All right,
Are you making the solution?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to carve a scimitar out of this better. I want to make it more scimitar-esque and less stabby-like. So I'd like it to be a thin, curved, half moony kind of a shape at the end. Is what I'm going for here on this one. To get the deep molars. To get deep molar. If you like deep molar like me. Taylor, you're making a toothpick, and you've gotten power tools involved.
Well, I had to carve the table.
Of course you did. That makes sense. Did you get a piece of wood to work with?
You're right.
Yeah, okay, cool.
This is really the only piece of wood in the room.
What happened to that big block of wood? God damn it, it did that again. Oh.
I mean,
but the other room is so close to you.
It's still too big.
I fucked this one up.
I feel almost gay sitting here sort of in pseudo silence, sort of talking and carving wood together.
Really? It doesn't make you feel like an old mountain man?
It makes me feel like we've been married too long. Makes me feel like that's...
We've been trapping partners. We've been out trapping. You've been trapping beaver, and I've been trapping mink. And
so
that's not bad. That's pretty good.
I kind of got lucky. I had a grain theory.
Which is what?
Which is, just look at the fucking thing and break it or cut it along the grain where it naturally heads towards a point. I mean, this took me like 2 seconds. And one power tool.
But see, I'm looking for the thinnest. This is not anywhere close to what I want it yet. I want this to be very thin, and I want it scoopy as much as possible. So I'm trying to shape it. That's pretty thin, but is it scoopy? It's not scoopy.
Well, no, but I haven't tested out a lot of toothpicks to know the desirable qualities.
I'm not saying scoopiness is inherently desirable quality. I'm saying it's the quality I've yet to attain in making a toothpick, so I want to attain it for that reason.
You're trying to carve a circular shape out of a brittle thing. Nick, I don't like this view of you. Feels rapey. There you go. That's better.
And also, Nick, Taylor and I both agree we'd like you to stop saying, "Come here, big boy," to us. That feels a little rapey, too.
And we already know that a good celly lays on his belly, so we don't need to hear that either.
Yeah. I've seen videos from the salesman boot camp training courses before.
That's what I asked. I can't remember, but that was electrical outlet Nick's response when he got out of jail. That's all. How was it? You get along with your roommate, or you get laid?
Are we still making a video?
Oh yeah, we are making a video. Yes. We are making a video about toothpick making today here on Ed and Steve's Wilderness Whitland Adventure. Ed over here was saying he thought it felt a little bit gay to be sitting here carving wood. I disagree. I pointed out only the most wildernessy of wilderness folk do that, and that's very heterosexual. Anyhow,
let's go on the Always Open room or the Raw
yes,
channel.
Let's go over there. I agree with you, Nick.
All three at the same time, just boom.
All right, goodbye.